Hey everybody, Mike here from Equity Sense. Let's take a closer look at market psychology and decision making. I think everybody can learn a system pretty easy to figure out, where levels are in terms of where to trade and what to do when that situation arises. And the problem there is what usually happens after, right? Managing a trade and all that stuff. So here I have pound yen or GBP JPY. So on a 5 minute chart, as you can see on the left side there. So let's just kind of look at it quickly. So let's just say you realize it's making a top around the 194.40 area. So this sort of like little top here, and you decided, you know what, that seems like a good idea, a good place to short, so I'm going to short there. And you can see that the price decides to go against you and pushes 10 pips higher to 194.50, right? And you decide to start, you get scared in terms of the trade that you put on. So herein lies the biggest dilemma for every trader, especially the new guys. Anyway, what to do here? How do you manage your trade? Do you take your loss and you move on, or do you do something else? Right? These are things that I find that a lot of books that are being published out there by these notable traders don't really cover a lot, and it's something that should be covered, especially for people who are very new to trading. If you're an experienced trader, then you can basically react through what you've learned through your experience over years of trading, whether it's losses or gains. But for those who are new, right, this is where experiential learning is very, very important, because if you have a mentor, the mentor will give you that boost or that support to give you some sort of reassurance that the trade is going to be fine, and you manage it according to the trading system that you have or that you've learned. Every school or trading instructor out there is different. They have their own ideas, they have their own um, viewpoints as far as trading is concerned and how they manage trades, right? I could be, you you could be looking at this video or watching this video right now, and you'd be like, I would have gone long instead of going short. Again, that is a product of whatever it is that you've learned, whether or not you learned it through osmosis through websites or books, or whether or not you've been taught by a professional school somewhere, right? So, in this case, for example, for me, I would have taken that short and I would have held it, and I probably would have taken profits around the 194.10 or 194 area, or even lower. Right? That's the trading system that I have. If you didn't see that coming, then you would have to be looking at what's different with your system and my system. Every trader is different. That is the thing. But we all can learn the same way. What I mean by this is that everybody can learn how to drive from a driving instructor, right? We all learned somehow how to move the clutch, how to move the accelerator, how to use the brakes properly, right? But everybody drives differently. Some people are more aggressive, some people are not. Some people speed up more, some people stay on the speed limit. So that's where the difference comes from in terms of interpretation of what we've been taught as traders, right? And you know, your success, if you like, moving forward is how you put into practice the things that you've learned, whether it's, like I said, self-learning or through an instructor or a mentor. And it doesn't excuse you from not being cognizant of the fact that trading can go, can turn, like the trading signals and all that stuff can turn really quickly on a whim. I mean, if you look at this chart, right, at 11 o'clock Eastern, it was bearish. We dropped, and then fast forward 4 hours later, we basically recovered all the losses that we've had. So we basically jumped back up to 50 pips higher from 194. So at the end of the day, right, um, you have to look at um, your systems carefully and to ensure that they're always going to be up to par with the conditions that we have on a daily basis. Whether or not you're a day trader or a swing trader or what kind of trader you are, you have to make sure that your system is still, foolproof. Um, it's still profitable for you, and it's not, it's flexible enough that you can modify it when conditions change. Market conditions change every year. Whether or not there's more central banks intervening this year, whether or not there's less interventions, that is, the reality of trading. And for you as a trader, you have to take that into consideration when you keep taking trades. So in the end, I do all of these supplementary videos, and in more detail, actually, for all of our students, whether it's past or present. The difference of what we do from all the other schools, well, the main difference is we're definitely cheaper, but a second thing is that I do interact with my previous students, and I don't charge them extra for that. What I mean by that is, even after a year of them taking the class and they're all on their own, we upload videos for our students past and present for them to kind of get an idea of what we're still doing. If there's anything new, they will always have that access. It's almost like lifetime access, really, and that's what I hope sets us apart from all the other guys. Most classes or most schools out there will just be like, all right, give us your 7 grand or 6 grand. We'll teach you for a month and let's see how you do. And then after that, 3 months later, yep, well, good luck, have fun, take care, bye bye. And if you want extra stuff, you're gonna have to pay us again. We don't do that here at Equity Sense. So that's, it's sort of like we think of it this way, that we'd rather have a good community of traders, whether or not they remain clients or not. At least we have at some point help people try to really, realize their potential in trading and really try to do well in trading, right? So that's I think the biggest difference. If you are a self-taught person, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but no one is double checking if what you're learning is correct. Nobody is. Only it's only between you and the book, and you can't contact the author and say, you know what, I read chapter 3 about Bollinger Bands, and am I doing this right? Good luck if the author actually replies to you. Whereas if you have a mentor or an instructor, if you're having a bad day, you can just basically email that instructor and be like, did I do something wrong? What happened? And this is a thing that we get. All of us here at Equity Sense, whether it's Gavin, myself, or the other traders at Equity Sense, we get emails and from students and clients and asking us about whether they did something wrong or whether it was the market being challenging. And that's I think the strength in the things that we provide, in that we do our best to help our clients and our students learn how to trade. It's just not it's just not for us, it doesn't just stop at finishing the classes and that's it. It's also about trader development and making sure that the things that we've taught our students are being practiced um, properly in the real world, because it's useless if you learn something from a mentor, from somebody, from a book, and you don't understand it, or you can't apply it practically in a real world situation. That's the biggest thing. So that's what sets us apart, and I hope that kind of makes sense with respect to trading in general. And I mean, this is not only exclusive to forex. We do have videos for stocks and also futures. We don't cover bonds at this point, but we only cover the main three. And again, we do our best to be very, very dynamic, and we do a lot of the outreach programs in the summer because we have a lot of time. I find that in the summer, first 2 hours are the only hours to trade, and the rest of the day, you can do everything, you can do whatever you want. Come September, going into March again, it's going to be very, very busy. And again, things are going to be picking up. So I hope in a way, if you've been on the sidelines or on the fence about looking at the classes that we offer, please just hit the contact button, and we'll do our best to help you. And I'll do my best to make sure that Gavin isn't the one replying to you. But if you ask us a real and a good, intelligent question or a set of questions, there's no reason why nobody would, why anybody would reply to you in a very rude way, right? It's a two-way street, basically. Decency is a two-way street. So you come to us with a real issue, a real question, we'll definitely come and we'll definitely reply sincerely, obviously. So coming into fall, it's going to get really busy. Those of you who are self-taught or doing your own thing, be prepared. It's probably one of the things that I can impart to you for free. Good luck and all the best.